It's June 23rd, 11:51, and this is Doc and Doc's Ghetto Child. I'm here. I'm in my little art studio, and this is my artwork. And this is a very small little studio. And this is John Robinson with Doc's Ghetto Child, and I want to introduce you to my little art room. And this is where I do my artwork. And I've been working on this painting here today. Okay. And you'll see it on YouTube, on some others. But this is my little private studio. This is where I escaped from this cancer and everything else that I'm dealing with. And I have a book here. I'm going to start off with the feature with Booker T. Washington. I have a book here that was copyrighted in 1912, The Progress of a Race, by Glogman. The authors were Professor J.W. Gibson, Professor Booker T. Washington, and Professor W.H. Grogman. And this book is talking about the progression of a race. And it's remarkable what I found in this book. It's the expressions of how it were at those days. And this was their opinion of the times of the remarkable progress that we were making. And it's real history in this book here. And it's Grogman. Okay, progress of a race. I'm going to start off with a pencil drawing that I've done of Booker T. Washington out of this book. This is going to be one of my first illustrations. And this here is Mr. Booker T. Washington. Terry, if you would, could you take a look and see if this is focusing pretty good on this? This is Booker T. Washington. I scaled the drawing, and it's a scale drawing. And I scaled it from can you see it pretty good? Okay, good. And it's a scale drawing from a size, and it was actually scaled to several times the size of the drawing that's in the book. And this is one of my pencils here, and all the shades and the shadowing and the coloring in it, which I don't have no colors in it, but it's all shades, and I got the texture in it. And then of course when I signed them, I got John Robinson. Then I got Cancer Cure. I got 2010. That's when I painted, and I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer 2008. So I endorse those that way. Okay. This next piece is a piece of the Kennedy family. I got this out of an old magazine. It may be copyright issues, but I don't think there should be. This is where I escaped from my illness. And this is the drawing here. So I'm going to turn this light on. So I don't know if that did any justice to it or not, but this is my drawings that I've done of the Kennedy family, Mr. John Kennedy, Jacqueline, and their daughter. And Carrie, can you check and see how this one come out? You look like you see it pretty good. This is Jacqueline, Miss Kennedy, and John F. Kennedy, and their daughter. Okay, and this is a scale drawing. It was scaled. I have reference lines in it here. You can see this is pencil, and this is my pencil drawings here. Okay, and this is what I use to escape. It captivates my mind, and it keeps me focused. And I represent the Black Business Association, and I go before city council and this kind of thing, trying to get justice and equality by the law. And this is the candidate. This is, I call the moment before, and this where of course Dr. King, the very moment. This is on the back of Lorraine, and this is where just the very moment before he got shot. And if someone was looking out his window here, and there was Mr. Stokes, Carmichael, and Mr. Jackson, and a musician. Okay, but this is a unique drawing that I've done. This is also a pencil, and it shows the uniqueness of my work. Okay, but anyway, I'm using this to escape, and I'm dedicating these works to my wife. Okay, by me having a terminal malignant esophageal cancer, and my chances are kind of like slim. Okay, this is another drawing painting that I've done. Okay, can you see that one pretty good, Terry? This is a painting of old house, And what I do, I try to show a sense of loneliness, a sense of joy within it. And it's just a sense. I have the old outhouse and the smokehouse, and I try to depict the time of a place where someone used to be, okay? Someone used to live there, but they don't live there anymore, okay? But it's still there, captured in time, all the time. And I have this one of a still life. This is of the fruits and whatever. Is that okay? And what I do with this is give me peace and tranquility. The tablecloth that's in before the window, it gives the old styles, and it gives the old style and everything about it, you know. And it's very unique, and each one of the fruits got a particular meaning. Okay, I'm not gonna get into the meaning because I got a few others to go, and I don't have that much time here on this video. But everything is meaningful in art. And when we go through our escape zone, you know, this piece here is when I want to go sailing, and I want to sail a little, and I want to go out with the seagulls, and I just get away sometime. They don't need to raise it or what. So I just get away sometime, and I utilize this. Okay, so that's how I escape. I just go on out at sea and just sail the deep blue seas, And each one of these pictures have a certain amount have a significance. This is the lionfish. It's a deadly fish. It's a rare fish. It's kind of like when you encounter this fish, the tentacles on it is deadly poison. Okay, but yet it's such a beautiful fish, and it depicts a certain beauty. Can you see it there? It depicts a certain beauty, and it's rare. Like this esophageal, it's rare. And everyone don't encounter this. Sometimes it comes from drinking and smoking, and other times, other words, there's different types of esophageal cancer, okay? One of these come from heavy drinking and smoking. I wasn't a heavy drinker, but I did smoke cigarettes pretty heavy, Now this here is one of a house showing where the clothing on the line, showing where the birds and is feeding its young, it's showing the duties and responsibility. It's depicting life itself, okay? It's depicting life. And it's got a certain joy it brings to me. Now what happens is now I'm going to get into the man with no plan, okay? This is the man in this corner here. Can you see this pretty good? It's the man with no plan, okay? And this is a drawing. Let me bring it up. You can see it. The man with no plan. I got a transparent glass windows here, and I was very, very disgusted this day. And this is when I first got diagnosed. This was back in 2008, and I did the painting in 2010, okay? But I recall how I was feeling, and I was feeling like a guy sitting between two glass walls and had these paint brushes and everything there, and I was to paint this transparent wall and put my feelings on this transparent wall. So I began to sling the paint and just smear the paint and just, oh God, my life is done, And I felt this way. I was basically this size. I got down to 113 pounds. The esophageal cancer, they removed my stomach and my pancreas. I got a life port that I wear here that I take my chemotherapy through. I was cut from here down, and they removed my stomach and my pancreas, but I'm here and I'm going to stay here. They gave me 2 to 6 months. I'm here. I'm almost 3 years in. But anyway, that's the man with no plan, and I keep that guy going. And this is another point of view of reminiscing back in time, okay? And the one on the top, he's small, and the guy on the bottom, he's a little larger. So therefore I was reminiscing, and those butterflies caught my attention. They just whisked me away, and oh man, took me away from the reminiscing of who I once were to realize the factors of life and the beauty that life really displays, and how I need to depict things, because I do not see life the way I once did. Okay, this is a picture of a stalk that was in my backyard. Portion of the river in the back is not in my backyard, but I do have a small pond, and this bird was out there that day. Okay, can you see it, Terry? This bird was out there that day, but the limb and everything is a lot of texture technique I put into this, and in the texture of the drawing and the details is deeply into it. You can't pick it up with the camera there. So I'm gonna take it down here, and it's got the details in it. Okay, it's got a lot of detail. Okay, and I showed the details and the works of it, and I just put my feelings into it. Okay, and I done that, put my feelings in it, so that it can be displayed as what it really is to me. Okay, and of course this piece of work here is my work that I've done, and this is the one I'm working on. I don't want to handle this one too much. And up top I got the tiger, and of course I got the waste management truck. This is where my future was, right here with these folks as a vendor, which was waste management. Okay, and this, I used to take these trucks and I used to tear these trucks completely down and rebuild their bodies. I was a welder and steel fabricator. I had a battery inside there. A welder and steel fabricator, and I used to take these trucks completely apart. I used to brace their frames and brace their bodies, you know, and where I wouldn't lose them. I got batteries inside, little small batteries. And this was a model of a truck. And what I would do, I would scale these trucks out, and I would actually rebuild two of these trucks in one night completely. Me and my guys, and we had a deal that we called it like on the racetrack when the cars first rushed in, and we would do it that way. Okay, so I had to wind this down because the time is running out. Now up top I got a tiger up there, and they say put a tiger in your tank. Okay, I got a tiger up top, and that tiger meant a lot to me because he's a symbol of courage. Okay, and by him being a symbol of courage, it gives me something to look forward to, because I got to be brave. No, but this is a picture of a dog here, and it is showing the peace and the tranquility. I bring it to you. It's showing the peace and tranquility of it. Okay, you see it there? And it's got a rose and the throne there. Okay, let me set this one back. But this little girl here, can you see her? Hold on, I'll bring it to you. This little girl, she's my niece, and her name is Shamara. She died a tragic death. Okay, and her name is Shamara, a beautiful girl, kid, and we really love Shamara. Okay, and Shamara will forever miss, and she will forever be loved by both her parents. Okay, Shamara is a beautiful child, just that she made an unfortunate death at a very young age. Okay, and I think I will reach up here and take down. This is my wife's grandfather passed in this house. This house is over 100 years old. Okay, this old house is over 100 years of age. Can you see it? This old house is over 100 years old. The tree is literally almost wider than the house. Its roots is like 20 inches in diameter up over the ground. Big, the tree, man, the roots on the tree look like logs laying out over the earth. And I really didn't show them in this picture to give it the real justice of that tree. And I didn't want to draw that tree because it looked way out of proportion. Okay, got one more. All right. And I need to get around here behind you, Terry. Can you reach it? All right. This is one of my favorites here. This piece here, of course, is one of my favorite pieces. You raise your camera up there. It's one of my favorites, and it's the eagle, and it displays the courage. It's got a big bass or trout in its mouth, and it displays courage, and I have to have courage to fight this. Okay, raise it back up. Now, these are my works, and my time is up. And some of these times, I got some more details to put in this one drawing here, and I'm about to run out of time because I won't download or upload if I have too much time here. But meantime, I've invited you into my home, and you have took a look at my gallery, and this is it. Okay, thank you. This is Doc's Ghetto Child. I hope you enjoyed my show.